My sister and I began operating a coffee shop called Coffee and Protein. And I believe we were doing pretty well. Our brand was being followed by a good amount of people at the time. I think they loved that bit. We had a sniff test. Try your best to fake it, but over time, because the platform is live, lalabas din at lalabas kung sino ka. Done with our first ever podcast interview. It was very interesting and also a lot of fun to reminisce and talk about the last 7 years of my life. If you want to listen to the entire podcast, go check out Sean No Speaks. I will also put the link in the description down below. Ngayon, mag-live stream tutorial na tayo. But before anything else, we have a bit of a stain situation going on here. So let's fix that right now. Let's get to the tutorial. The spontaneous nature of live streaming makes it difficult to be picture perfect all the time. Dahil live, bawat kilos natin nakikita. Walang cuts, walang edits, kaya magkakamali talaga tayo. The mistakes can be about what we did. It could be as simple as forgetting to turn on the mic or spilling water on ourselves, and it could also be a little more serious, like insulting somebody without meaning to, or unknowingly making insensitive comments about current issues. Lalo na ngayon na election season, respect for people's rights to vote could easily slip our minds when we are very passionate about our own choices. Of course, there's a right way to voice out our opinions, but maybe pwede na lang natin pag-usapan yun sa ibang video. Mistakes can also be during our interaction with viewers and co-streamers. There are times when we call a viewer by the wrong name. Minsan, pwede ring mali yung naaalala natin about them. And kapag may guest or co-host naman, sobrang dalas din yung hindi nagkakarinigan or maling dinig na sabay-sabay nag-uusap. So marami rin pwede mangyaring pagkakamali dun. But again, these are simple mistakes, and it can get serious though when interactions become heated and we begin failing to conduct ourselves properly. And although we can't avoid mistakes, we can at least have techniques to recover from them. Here are 3 of those ways. Let's start with the classic one. Just ignore it and move on. A lot of the time, and especially kung maliit na bagay lang naman, the mistake can seem bigger to us than they actually are. For example, no one really actually cares that much kung may dahon na na-stuck sa ngipin natin habang nagmumukbang. Although, that is a little bit embarrassing. Nangyayari naman sa ating lahat yun eh. The quickest fix is to just give it very little attention and move on. Don't forget as well na sa dami na nangyayari sa buhay nating lahat ngayon, napakadali lang mag-move on from one thing to another. From this morning's viral news to this evening's hottest TikTok. So don't overthink it. Let's take it easy, laugh at ourselves, and move along. Another easy one to do is to apologize. I'm a fan of quick fixes. So recognizing what was done wrong, learning what the correct thing is, then saying sorry is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Di na kailangan pahabain pa. But no, at the same time, we don't have to apologize for every single thing that we do. Kung talagang pinaniniwalaan natin ang isang bagay, at wala naman tayong tinatapakan na ibang tao, hindi kailangan mag-sorry kahit na may mga hindi sumasang-ayon sa atin. The last way to recover isn't as quick as the first 2 that I mentioned, but is rather more of a long-term solution to correct past errors. And that is, be more empathetic. As a host, and in my opinion, kailangan natin maging tolerant and partial for as long as the situation calls for it. We can't just lose our shit because we don't agree with somebody. Kailangan natin matutong makiramdam para alam din natin yung mga hangganan ng mga pwede nating sabihin. Mas magiging madali rin sa atin na magkaroon ng paninindigan dahil may moral code tayo na pinanghahawakan at inaalagaan. At the end of this all, the most important thing is we don't cave when we commit life blunders. Because if you really think about it, yun din mismo ang kagandahan ng live stream. We get to show our most authentic selves because we know that making mistakes is as natural as they get. And through these mistakes, we can find the opportunity to grow by embracing our errors. Ito mismo yung chance natin na wag matakot magkamali kasi sanay tayong hinaharap sila. At dahil wala na yung fear na to, mas confident tayo mag-explore ng mga bagong bagay. So there you have it. I hope you learned a thing or two from today's live stream tutorial. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and ring the notification bell para super updated kayo sa future videos. This is about where the video ends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.